Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Forbes Hewlett Transport, don't follow, join. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, Rig of the Week, a cool B model Mack. Quick Truck Lube, fast professional service. Legend of Trucking, Vernon Erb. Raising funds for cancer research at Trucking for a Cure. But first, dry van experts, Drive Logistics.
The location here was excellent. You're within 10-15 minutes of the border, and you're within 10 minutes of the 401 to go anywhere in Ontario. So it seems like a perfect location for a trucking company.
Drive Logistics really came from a brainstorming meeting that we had with the drivers, the few drivers we had at the time and when we first started, and we were looking for the name. We came up with Drive Logistics, driving to excellence, destination excellence. So that's kind of where the name came from. It's very simple, and we felt that it really did, talk about basically our brand and what we try and do for our customers and their staff.
Drive offers their drivers and owner-operators a customized work schedule. So depending on where you want to go, when you want to go, days of the week, times of the day, we can customize a work schedule that meets your needs. We get our drivers and owner-operators home weekly to do their reset at home with their family. We're a family atmosphere, and we know family matters.
Our main terminal here in Windsor, with a big yard, we have room for about 250 trailers. We have a yard in Mississauga. We have a yard in Detroit. We have a yard in Laredo, Texas. Hauling freight, moving freight all over the place, have local drivers here and there delivering. Keeping the highway drivers so they don't waste their time at pickups and deliveries, and they can move as much freight as possible. We're an open board carrier, so we haul about half is automotive, half is general freight, and we cover from Nova Scotia all the way down to Texas and everywhere in between.
A lot of our business is cross-border, so we do want the drivers to have their fast cards and passports, whatnot. But we do have quite a few drivers that are just Canada-only guys, so they go from Windsor all the way up to Quebec and anywhere in between. We don't really go too far west. We do have some loads that go out to Calgary and whatnot, but that's usually through the States, so you wouldn't need your passport. I actually started, my dad was a manager at a company, a dairy company. Most of my family worked there, so I started out on the smallest truck they had and then worked my way up to tractor trailer. And then once I started with driving 2010, I started driving the full 53-foot. You always gotta watch everybody around you, whether it's pedestrians or cars, trucks. You can be the safest driver on the road, but if the people around you aren't as safe, then you might have some issues. So you always got to be paying attention.
When the economy obviously went into a slump in 2007 and 8, we were very proactive, and we had to trim costs, and we had to cut things back, and we had to make some very difficult decisions, and we cut staff, we cut benefits, we cut different things. We had to cut our driver pay, but one of the things that we always did was we communicated, and we communicated on a regular basis with our staff and our drivers what was going on in the economy, what was happening to our customers, the miles and things like that. I believe most of them respected that, and as the industry quickly started to transition back, we actually had some of our most successful years while a lot of companies were shutting their doors.
Part of our success is the culture that we bring to the trucking industry and to our business. The owner that started the company also had a manufacturing company for over 40 years, very successful international company. And a lot of the programs, policies, and the business management of that company, he wanted to take that blueprint and put it onto a totally different industry, which he had in the trucking industry. And through that, we were able to, set up a very professional, well-managed company, and one that treats people well with a lot of respect.
When we come back, Legend of Trucking, Vernon Erb.
Diesel Spec, diesel engine tuning experts, fuel efficiency leaders, safely improve fuel economy. Diesel Spec will save you money.
Welcome to Trucker Television.
Or if you want horsepower, community leaders sponsoring Truck and Roll on Car. Diesel Spec, worldwide diesel engine tuning experts.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry in iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. World-class plowing match. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
12-gauge Customs, award-winning trucks, big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call 12-gauge Customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School. Closed captioning is brought to you by Robert Transport. We care. We take charge.
We were always very busy. We put a lot of time and effort into this place over the years, and during the summer I used to think I can't get away because that's our busy period, and so oftentimes we'd get away, the family would get away for maybe a week at a time, but different times I took Daryl and Wendell, to a trip, and Thunder Bay was our long trip at that time, and so I'd take them along for a trip, and we'd live in the truck for 4 or 5 days, and they enjoyed it. This is a 207, and the reason it's in here, International, when they came out with this Lone Star model, we were privileged to have the first one in Canada to try. I think there was 2 or 3 they had in the US that they gave to fleets, and they gave them to us for 1 year to try them out. So we had, several different drivers would drive them, and about every month they'd have to report back to the dealer as to what if there was any problems or whatever, and the dealer wanted to check it all out. So they had it for 1 year, then they took it back to the US, back to Indiana, and they were going to dissect it, they were going to tear it apart and check everything to be sure, just to see what the weak points are or what the good points were and that. So they took it back, back to their engineering department, and it was back there for, I guess, a year or so. At Wendell, my son, I guess, kept in touch with him, and after some time realized that the truck was still intact and might be available for us to purchase it. Because the year we had it, they gave it to us for the use of it. We didn't pay anything for it. So Wendell negotiated with them, and they finally come up with a deal, which was a real good deal. I think we bought it for about the price of the tires, and we had to go over to the US to pick it up. So when we went over to pick it up, they had taken the ECM out of it, which is the heart of these trucks, because we're not supposed to be driving it. So Kevin Shantz picked it up and put it on a float. They towed it on the float, brought it back here, pulled it off the float. We found, apparently somewhere, we found an ECM that matched this engine, so at least we were able to start it. But the deal is, International does not want us to use the truck. It's got an excellent ISX Cummins engine, auto shift transmission, and you know, it's all decked out, and it's I think it's got about 100,000 either miles or kilometers, I'm not sure, on it, and so it's like a brand new truck, but we're not supposed to use it, so we have to respect that. It takes a special person and also a special family and wife if you're a long distance driver. And I guess I admire the women in the industry that put up with their guys being gone sometimes for a week at a time. In our company, we have a lot of short hauls. We got a lot of 8, 9, 10-hour days, 14-hour days or whatever, or nights. And then we've got some 2-day trips. And then we've got some, cross-country trips to, to the West Coast or the East Coast, and those are usually, good for a week or 10 days. We've got two drivers here that are, one's 80 years old, one's 79, and they don't know when they're going to retire. Then we got others that, boy, when they reach 65, they're ready to pack it in. So everybody's different.
After the break, Quick Truck Lube, fast, professional service, and rig of the week, a cool B model Mack.
Erb Transport, good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Erb Transport, another cool move.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more, plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry in iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. World-class plowing match. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Not all V-twins are the same. But it only takes one oil brand to keep them running smooth and strong. Lucas. No matter the size, shape, attitude, or how you ride it, Lucas motor oils are specially blended with Lucas technology to improve performance and life of your V-twin. At Lucas, what you put in your V-twin keeps what you put on it moving forward. Lucas oil, available at quality motorcycle retailers.
When I woke up in the morning, I found a note at the foot of my bed. It said, I'm leaving you for another.
I've always loved the old B model Macks. Drove a couple of them years ago. My last truck was a 90 CH Mack, and when I parked it, it got sold. I retired, and then I needed something to play with, so I went out and found myself a B model Mack. Took it home, spent 2.5 years working on it, took it all apart, redid whatever I had to redo, added a few things, took a few away, and that's what it turned out like. Originally had a 711 naturally aspirated Mack engine. It now has a 1973 engine, which is a 250 horsepower Mack engine with a turbo. It still has the original triplex transmission, a 5 and a 3. The rear end is Mack. It's a 4 ratio in the rear end in the back there, and put some air ride on the back. Had an air tag on the back. I took that off because I don't need it now, and put the air ride on. Took a couple leaves out of the front springs, make it ride better. Nice little bucket seats, air ride seats. They didn't have too fancy stuff like that back in these trucks. It goes to Florida in the wintertime, pulls the RV house trailer down to Florida. It's the grocery getter. That's what we drive down there. We go to Old Town car shows, truck shows, same as up here in the summertime. I drove for probably 45, 46 years, hauled steel for 18.5 years out of Kitchener, out of Stelco in Hamilton, and had my own truck since 1983. Most of them were all Macks.
Quick Truck Lube is a fast oil change facility, no appointment necessary. We're exit 268 from the Highway 401, just down the street from the Flying J. The other location is exit 5 from the QEW in Fort Erie.
We service all makes and models of trucks. DD15s, Packards, Max Force, Volvo, Mercedes, Detroit, and any other engine that's on the market, even little pickup trucks.
No service is complete without customer satisfaction.
This truck I just bought last year. Before I had a Volvo 2005. That truck also I was an owner operator with that truck. So bring over here, get oil change every 20,000 kilometers. They change all the filters. They change they got a good quality oil and change all filter. They do a brake adjustment too. They are excellent service. My friends, they all come here to get oil change, and it's convenient, just easy on off from the 401, and just took 15 to 20 minutes to get oil change done. Then we go.
due for an oil change, a little bit over, so I usually stop in here every month and a half kind of thing. They usually grease the chassis up. Just a regular service.
I'm driving with the Mack MP8 engine, that Volvo engine. With this place, what I'm happy, and they're making very good job. I can recommend for anyone. Everyone is coming here to change the oil. Be happy.
Drivers come because we're friendly, fast, efficient, and we have a driver's lounge where they can chill out and watch TV. And we make it our priority for you to get back on the road. We still service trucks when they have their trailer on, but if you'd like your fifth wheel grease, we do have a pad that's located outside for you to drop your trailer and come in. In and out within 20 minutes. That's our policy. Fast, efficient service.
When we come back, raising funds for cancer research at Trucking for a Cure.
Spady Transport, now hiring owner-operators. Join today and work for the very best. Now hiring owner-operators. Spady Transport.
12-gauge customs. Award-winning trucks. Big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Biker TV, the best of Canadian motorcycling. Bikes, babes, and rock and roll. Biker TV.
Now hiring company drivers. Women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Diesel Spec, diesel engine tuning experts, fuel efficiency leaders, safely improve fuel economy. Diesel Spec will save you money.
Welcome to Trucker Television.
Or if you want horsepower, community leaders sponsoring Truck and Roll on Car. Diesel Spec, worldwide diesel engine tuning experts.
Welcome to Trucker Television. This week on Trucker Television, we're at Trucking for a Cure in Woodstock, Ontario. We're real proud of Joanne and her team and all the supporters here today. Let's go check it out.
I have the pleasure of working with hundreds of volunteer community event organizers across the province, Joanne being one of our staunchest supporters. We're here today to honor Trucking for a Cure and to support Joanne and everyone else who's out to support the foundation.
So where does Trucking for a Cure fit into the breast cancer?
Trucking for the Cure actually happens to be our single largest third-party event fundraiser in Ontario. Last year it raised $73,000. This year there was an extension of the event in Prescott. So to us it means so much, not just from a fundraising perspective, but also just from the huge community of supporters and truckers and everyone, their friends, their family that come out to support the foundation and our future of creating a vision without breast cancer.
Going for lead truck, and I think we got it.
Right on. So what did you guys do to get that position?
We raised $4,010 in about a week.
Fabulous.
Yeah. And the convoy is a great thing. We support breast cancer awareness, of course, but just I think it helps focus wellness issues for all drivers, everybody out on the road, the difficulty they have getting in for checkups and that sort of thing.
So why breast cancer?
It's a good cause. I think it helps raise awareness for health issues in general. This is a good opportunity to raise awareness for health issues.
I love your guys' enthusiasm.
Saving our breast is, is one of those steps that a woman needs to take care of, and also to keep the women in the industry as well. You know, we have to take care of ourselves to keep us on the road.
I had an operation for breast cancer when I was 10 years old, and I'm 67 now.
10?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, back then it wasn't called cancer. It was just called a malignant tumor. 3 surgeries, and it's gone.
Congratulations. You're a strong woman. And a truck driver.
We're at our 5th annual Trucking for a Cure here in Woodstock, Ontario. I think they said over 79 trucks, so I don't know the final count. And just once again, we're celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the month of October, and bringing awareness into the trucking community.
So a lot of work goes into this.
Yeah, they say it's supposed to get easier every year. I just haven't figured out what year they're talking about. We got a great crew of volunteers that help out with the event all year long, and they work their butt off on this day. We wouldn't be able to have the event without the drivers.
We have seen a 43% decrease in the mortality rate from breast cancer since the 80s, and a lot of that has to do with improvements in screening, technologies, advances in treatment. That's been remarkable. We also have seen an 88% survival rate. So it's great, but still 1 in 9 women are going to get breast cancer, and so it's very important to us that we continue on our mission of funding innovative research.
Want fancy new fenders? Show off your truck on national TV. Email us a picture of your truck, and we'll enter you into the 2nd annual New Line Fender Contest. We all take pride in our rides.
Send Trucker Television a picture of your truck, you can win a set of fenders just like this.
Next week on Trucker Television, Reefer Experts Erb Transport. Lower Mainland BC with Spady Transport. Rig of the Week, Jack Stretched Out Pete. Raising funds for cancer research at Trucking for a Cure. Trucker Television is brought to you by Chrome for Kids Truck Show and Shine, supporting Children's Hospital. Bryson Insurance, your partner in success for family and business. Be on Trucker Television at Truck and Roll Encore.